welcome to another episode of Backwoods Brothers. I'm with my man
Tony.
And I am Joel, and we have a great episode for you today. We have a special guest,
Ronda Craig.
That's the only thing she has to think about on the show because everything else is just going to come right off of her tongue. Hey guys, welcome.
Welcome, very much welcome. Hey, check out our brand new digital digs. I know we have a frame. Frame. Backwards.
Hey, that frame. Hey, brother. Does that frame make me look fat?
Yes. But over here we have our comments.
He's like, it's not the frame.
And we have lots of other great things for you guys. So if you guys feel like you want to test
Wait a minute, bro.
What
about the intro music? Dun 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 dun.
I know. They probably figured out we had new stuff on the new intro, everything there. So
what if we're the only ones that are excited about it? Ron, are you excited about it?
I'm excited.
Yeah, well, we are backwards country, and this now shows.
That's right.
We are backwards country.
I forgot my hat.
Oh no!
So last week you forgot your hat. This week I forgot my hat. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You hear that? We also have brand new sounds.
Yes.
We also I'm working on it, but we actually got something even other special pops up like random video snippets. Not that
What in tarnation?
Try it again. Ready?
Random video snippets?
It's not working.
Snippets?
No, where do you go? No.
Tucker Carlson? What?
I don't know where she's going.
Oh my gosh. That's
I
awesome.
talked about the Biden one in the beginning, but she's learning the new buttons. I changed all. Oh, there it is.
Oh my gosh.
I'm nice. Love it.
Anyways, we're working on random ones.
This is great.
So,
are we turning Hollywood?
we are not turning Hollywood, but we are trying to update all
Backwoods
our stuff.
style.
And so if there's a few things off tonight, it's my fault. I want to reset everything on her and change her old.
So the her you're talking about is your wife. So basically he's apologizing ahead of time. Okay?
Hey Connie, how's it going? Good to see you there. That is small on the bottom. I wonder if it stacks some, but see, even our comments are like a little different than normal.
But brother, we only have 45 minutes, so can we get to it?
Yes, okay, yes.
Okay, so 45 minutes, after that is Ranger Games. Rhonda, welcome on the set. You're a local Estacadian, and you are running for city council. So actually, I want the other city council member in this room to ask you the first question. As a matter of fact, I don't know where he is, but he's my brother right there.
Oh, me.
Right there.
So first of all, why don't you just tell us about yourself?
I've been in Estacada for 18 years. I moved here from Arizona, Tempe, back in 2007. Brought my girls here and my ex-husband, and we started in Portland and ended up out here in Estacada because I have a friend out here. So
I also realized I also read the wrong one.
No, you were right. Tell us about yourself. But I was going to say, just to give everybody context, every 2 years, or is it 4, brother?
Every 4 years.
Every 4 years.
It's every 2 years a new set, but the term is 4 years.
Yeah, so what is Rhonda running for? What's going on in our city?
Running for a city councilor, and she is running for 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
And there's a lot of big things going on in our city. So tell me about, do you want to read the next one? I want me to read it? Because
go ahead, brother.
Okay. It says, 3 items of passion you would like to tackle as a council. What are 3 items of passion you'd like to tackle as a council member?
I guess the first one would be the splash pad and not having it at the Campanile Estates.
Okay,
that's one of the biggest ones.
Why is a splash pad important to you, though?
I have 2 granddaughters, and they would love it. And, we don't have a pool really anywhere either, so that would make it so much easier to take her down there and just let her have fun.
If it was like somewhere like, maybe Wade Creek Park or something like that.
Like Wade Creek, I think Wade Creek would be a good place.
So one of the big things with the Campanile Estates is that when there's a bunch of people out there, when they bought their homes, they were told this is always going to be a green space.
Right.
And they actually paid extra money for it.
Right.
And so they have a green space there.
Mm-hmm.
And then their concern is having like a splash pad and a pickleball court and some other stuff changes. Yeah. And that's kind of been a back and forth. What is your stance on those particular areas and those items?
Well, I feel that, when you're told something, especially when you're buying even if it's a first home, second home, whatever, they should live up to it. Because if you change things on people, and especially like something like that, you're talking about putting something in their backyards. And they could have kids, so basically there's a noise problem, you know what I mean? It keeps you up at night, a lot of people work. You know, there's just a lot of factors involved, I think.
So kind of what you're talking about is integrity?
Yeah.
If you're going to say something, stick by what you say?
Yeah, stick by what you say. You know, keep your word. You know what I mean? We were raised that way.
Of course, you're campaigning, and so sometimes we make promises, and to get us into office, and then once we are there, we kind of flip-flop. Is what you see what you get with you?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't, not always. I mean, I've got a lot to offer. I mean, I take pride in where I'm at and where I live.
I'm glad you said that.
I love my local businesses.
Yeah.
I support them all.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yep. And you love people.
And I love people.
You're so people-oriented.
Oh, I'm very people-oriented.
Well, you actually own a business in town, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I do. I own Geeky Girl Photo World.
Yes, nice. We do photos, like you've done some photos for some campaigning. You did photos for some local nonprofits volunteering there.
Yeah.
So you done a lot of things.
Yeah. You also you also have your own business where you're working at the most intense moment of a person's life, and that's a wedding. So how are you and your demeanor during that time when you're working with bridezillas?
Actually, it was really interesting because I thought for sure that it was going to be, crazy. But honestly, I felt really comfortable. I just scoped out the area, before everything and the day before, and just went with it. You know what I mean? Because if it's going to turn out, it's going to turn out. If it doesn't, well, you just got to back your stuff up. Got to guarantee. And I have a 7-day guarantee on my stuff.
Okay.
Nice, that's good.
So in intense situations, you can maintain your composure.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm pretty good at keeping my composure. I learned that from several of my jobs.
Okay. Couple viewers, actually, quick one, said hello, by the way.
Hi.
And they really liked some of our intros. And one said, the reason I took them off my hands because what if you both forgot your hats? Ooh. Boom! I took my hat off for you. So hats off to you, Oscar.
And Ivory. Okay, just a second.
But someone said, Laurent said, what granddaughters?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Oh, yes, I have 2 granddaughters. I have 2 daughters that live here in Estacada. One lives with me, and the other one lives across the street from me.
Yeah.
And I have 2 granddaughters. One's 3, and the other's 2.
Yeah, definitely. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Someone says you look too young, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much, Lauren.
No, I want to capitalize off of this because I've seen my broski in some pretty tough situations when it comes to councilmen and women. You don't get paid to do this job. This is not a job you get paid for, and sometimes it's a hit or a miss, a swing or a miss.
Yes.
What is getting you, for heaven's sake, to just say, here am I want to serve through the thick and thin? What's coming?
Right.
What's going to sustain you through the next 4 years?
Just knowing that, I have a bunch of support here in Estacada.
Yes, you do.
I really do. I have a lot of friends that I made in Estacada, and just from working for Walker Disposal, I have a lot of friends there. So, just the support, it holds me together.
Yeah.
It really does, and my family,
Your
and
tribe.
my kids being here.
Yep, and you'll definitely be leaning on that support quite heavily. So.
Oh, very heavily.
But, just for information to know what's going on as well, that's important. So,
right.
A couple more things from some of our viewers said love you guys, by the way. Let's see.
Love you.
MD said hi everyone. Antonio says greetings and
greetings, Antonio.
Ladarius says hello. Also Edom says hello.
Hi everybody.
Hello everybody. So.
Rhonda, what would you say to anybody out there that are thinking about running for their local government in their area? What would you say?
Just stay strong and know your issues and what you're going to be actually running for and what you're going to be deciding when you're in there. Just keep your eyes open, is what I say.
Did they tell you how much reading is involved?
Yes, I do know there's a lot of reading involved.
Hope you like reading.
I do.
Well, also along with your reading, and one of the things you're going to definitely need to have for your campaign are some good campaign signs. And there's a place right here in town that actually offers amazing campaign signs. You can get them printed up, and they have great deals on them. And they even print their own because one of those people, the owners, are actually running for the mayor office.
Yes.
But that is Whitney signs right here local in Estacada. Go take a look at this. Oh, I did not actually. We're just going to talk about it because I just realized I never put the actual. I never actually put the commercials on there.
But guess what? You see it every single week.
Yeah, no commercials, sorry.
That's okay. So for those of you that haven't seen it, go ahead, brother.
But it's Whitney Signs. They print things up like this right here. And there's plenty of other great things they've done. They're doing banners, they do yard signs, they do everything. So if you get a chance, look up a Whitney Signs. You can find them on Google. They have a 5-star or I think 5-star review across a whole bunch of reviews. Great time. So go ahead and check them out.
They did my magnets on my car.
What?
So, yep.
They did what on your car?
On my car, my magnets. They did my magnets and my banners for my vendor events.
Exactly. So you've used them too. Everybody's
for sure. They're awesome.
Shauna, Rhonda, you mentioned one of the 3 items that are kind of passions for you. Is there another one?
I guess one of them is supporting our local businesses, because I think there's a lot that we we don't do for our local businesses, and I think, we just need to be behind them, especially when we're having rough times like we were, with COVID and everything, and just to stand by them.
How can we
support
stand by them? Yeah, how can we
by spending money in their, in their stores, in the restaurant, giving more maybe to tip. Sometimes that helps the waitresses out a little bit. I think that's a big deal.
How about just getting to know your neighbors?
Getting to know my neighbors. I know a lot of my neighbors, and I love getting to know my neighbors. Just, walking down the street and just saying, hey, how you doing? And then you get in a big conversation with them. So, yeah, I love all my neighbors.
Small town feel, you gotta love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, is there any other items of passion you wanna talk about?
Just the sewage issue. I mean, I really hope that gets done, because I feel like that was a huge growth.
Yeah, they did have the sewage in there.
But I think, if that gets done, I think everything will be peachy keen.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. So, I think the next one's on your list.
Sure. Yes. I'm going to ask you to dream a little bit. If you were the mayor, of the town of Estacada, but you're city council, so you work hand in hand with the mayor, what would you envision in 4 years Estacada to look like? And this is abroad, so just dream big.
Well, I know Estacada, it's inevitable. They're going to grow. I think I envision maybe having another grocery store would be nice. Just maybe, I don't know, maybe some more thrift stores. I love thrift stores.
We know one who spent all day at a thrift store.
Definitely, I love thrift stores.
Yes.
Right?
Definitely some more stores.
Yep. You see me living over there.
Wow.
So, I mean, I just see it, growing, basically, and just more kids, our little Halloween things we do down the street and everything. Oh, those things are great. Just stuff like that. More events for the people to love, and especially our live music.
There's music
just
at the park
amazing,
tonight.
huh?
There's music at the park tonight.
I know about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to it a couple times. It's pretty awesome, and I like the summer celebration. That's amazing.
Wow.
Every year.
We have a question from a viewer here. It says,
Okay.
how important is it to you to listen to those people that are Estacada area residents that shop and spend their time and money in town but live outside the town boundaries? Does their voice count to you?
Ooh.
Yes. You're part of Estacada, whether you're in town or outside. I mean, I was on Hillock Burn for a long time, so it's nice to have that voice, and it's nice to be able to be heard, especially if you're outside of town.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So
You talked about growth, and actually talk a little bit about crime in our how would you like that to be addressed?
I do think there needs to be an addressment of that, for sure. I mean, it needs to be addressed for sure. I think we need more police, for sure. I don't think we have enough, and with all the things happening, I'm looking at an Estacada Neighborhood Watch and all that stuff, and I just see all these things. People coming in people's yards, people peeling out people's yards. One night I had somebody go 40 miles an hour down my street. I live on Dogwood. And I had my granddaughter outside, and I just lost it. So
I would too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that.
Yeah,
You know,
these people
slow
need to
down.
slow down.
Yeah.
And in fact, right along the same lines, another viewer says, Jeremy Freedom says, Estacada needs its own police department.
Yes.
You guys should look at Malala's budget as a great base model.
Oh,
So-
for sure.
So,
In addressing crime a little bit more too, I believe it also takes a village. So
Yes.
what can we do? There's been a number of Estacada neighborhood watches. Some actually do watch, and some actually stand behind a keyboard and watch. But I won't go there too much. But what do you see the common civilian doing around?
Well, I mean, I think we all proved that, you know, when the fires hit. I mean, I know people that literally got out there. I know a person that has one leg. You know, he's a prosthetic.
Yeah.
And him and his son were both out there just putting that fire out. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's our town.
Yeah.
Because we don't drop nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't drop no balls.
Town
Yeah.
unity is basically what
For
you-
sure, the town unity, for sure.
Town unity.
Yeah.
Not uniformity, unity.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and that crosses, they take all the political and
Right.
small town
Yes.
crap out of the way.
Yes.
Right.
Unifying, especially more than any time in the time of hardship, is important.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, one of the things that's been a big issue, and I don't know if it's something you can solve from a city council standpoint, but is there any thoughts you have when it comes down to town unity and kind of crossing the divide?
You know, just to give people a reason to want to come out and help. I mean, because, you know, if you don't have a reason to come out and help, you're not going to. You know what I mean? You're going to sit behind the keyboard and not help. You know what I mean? But if we have a reason to come out and help, we will. And I have.
Give people okay, so
Yes.
you were practicing what you're preaching. Give
Right.
people a reason. What was the reason that compelled you to help?
Just seeing, I mean, all the, like, I'm part of ECW. I mean, just that in itself. I mean, they come out and they put food out for everybody. When I drove through, they said, do you need anything? You sure got everything? I mean, they wouldn't let me leave there until I had everything I needed. And that was a great thing. And that's why I wanted to be part of
We talk
that.
about during the fires when there's
Yes, during
more
the fires.
food than anyone knew what to do with.
Oh, there was tons, and there was tons of blankets and clothes
Yeah, definitely.
for the kids and everything, because, you know, the kids were hurting at that point because we were all trying to live out of either a motorhome or, you know, whatever else, and it was just really, really scary.
You know, it's interesting. Someone has to have a reason to help. I'm just going to
Yeah.
just real fast, real
Right.
snippet. ECW started because there was a reason.
Yes, there was.
Someone had asked someone to go and
Yep.
be the solution to a
Right.
problem, and then they started that and grabbed
Yep.
a hold of it, and that's what
Yep.
happened. Yeah,
Yep.
that's good.
Yeah.
So, one of the things that's been a big issue here recently in the city has been the roads.
Yes.
They've, you know, from, like you mentioned, speeding
Mhm.
to a lot of road changes, I mean,
Mhm.
even to safety for crossing roads.
Right.
What-
Well, I think when it comes to the roads, we got to think about, you know, like I know the crosswalks were a big, huge deal that came in. You know, we've got disabled people in this town. I mean, they have to be able to walk across and not get hit.
Tony's over here. Preach it. Preach it.
I was almost hit yesterday. Help me, people. Help me.
Right? 224 is scary.
Yes.
And we've had 2 dogs get hit on that highway.
Oh.
And you just gotta have the appropriate crosswalks, the appropriate roads, the appropriate everything. I mean, to keep that good, I think.
Definitely.
Are you then a fan of the safety committee that's coming in to address some of those issues?
I would definitely join the safety committee.
Oh, okay. Yes, you
I'm
are
not-
not only a fan, you would join.
I would join, yeah, I'm a fan too.
Carissa Ross says, promoting community service when we aren't in crisis. Times of crisis are easy to unite. Keeping people involved on the regular is huge. I feel council should promote that in all our small towns.
So let's shout out. Can I shout out to Carissa real fast, because she's not only just speaking that, she actually is another one of a Brandy Lickey and a Joel Lickey, and so is Jeremy as well, in their own town, making a difference and making a big difference in their town. So Malala cares. Malala
Yeah.
cares.
Lauren says, keep up the good work. So,
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Mhm.
You know, when we return from break, I want to ask you about schools, because that goes right along the lines of what you were talking about, Brother
we
Joel.
did a break because I didn't put any of the commercial buttons in.
But you
I
know,
completely forgot about
that's
it.
true. So,
We have a break button we can put up there though.
oh, well, okay, well,
let's just talk about the
we're going to talk about the commercial. Yeah, okay. Thank you, sis, for the break, though, because I was going to run down to Hitch and Post Pizza, which I'm actually talking about right now. It is downtown. You can see it from 224. Speaking of that, as you're driving downtown, coming towards the mountain area, you will be able to see it. I forgot what street it's on, but it's right across the
Second.
It's on 2nd Street. You cannot miss it, like a beacon. There's a number of things. There's something for the kids. There are games for the kids. There's opportunity to have families gathered around a table, family style, have pizza.
Dill pickle pizza.
Dill pickle pizza.
Have you tried it yet?
Yeah. No, I'm a liar. I did not. I did not try it yet, but I am going to try it.
Yeah, we should try it one of these days.
Okay, sure. And then you can go down if you're by yourself and have a personal pan pizza. So there's something, and not only that, gyros and other things. So there's something that of your liking to please your palate, and there's pleasing people. Valerie, you're awesome as the leader of that.
Absolutely amazing.
Also, on the other side, there's a bar area as well as some, if you will, pool tables.
I thought you were going to say a band. I'm like, no.
Oh, and a band?
No, I don't think it's a band. They have a jukebox.
Don't stop the juke. Okay, anyways, they have a jukebox. But this is a place that you would want to go visit more than once. Love them, okay?
And when you see the commercial next week, you'll see what we're talking about.
There.
And great pizza.
And great pizza. Mm-hmm. All right, brother.
Oh, sorry.
Schools.
You got me. Schools. While the city council directly itself does not make decisions over the school district, but they are still very heavily involved with working with the school district, whether that's working safe routes or working with the kids and other things you might need in the community that still impresses on the school. So there's still a heavy impact there. What are your thoughts on things you could do from the city council to help work with them and try to, maybe influence something to the schools? What would you look to improve?
I know that the other day I was talking to somebody about this very thing. It has to do with the schools, but it has to do more with the kids than the schools. I've always wanted to start a land room, always, for our kids. Ooh. And have a little snack bar in there and whatever else. And I think that would be the greatest idea in the world, because kids could come in there and do their homework. If they were being bullied, they could come there just to talk. And I think that would be a great thing, especially with some of the bullying we've had going on in our schools. And which I don't think should be happening. The schools should be addressing that for sure. But my kids had problems in school just like I did. And so I was down there a lot trying to get them to understand that my kids need help. They'll graduate, you just need to help them a little more than other kids.
Wow.
And I didn't get that, and I wish that would be addressed as well.
No, I picture a LAN room being a room full of computers. My brother is very key in computers. What is a LAN room?
LAN is local area network, or short for like a network internally. Mm-hmm. But basically, when you have LAN parties, LAN rooms, it just means a room full of computers connected to the internet.
Right. It's not. I wasn't actually gearing it towards games. I mean, you can do that if somebody wants to come in and play games too. I mean, I just wanted to gear it to everything, like even helping with schoolwork. Having tutors down there.
It sounds like
to help with kids.
Talking like almost like an after school, like a safe haven for kids to come just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, definitely, I can see where the city could work with the school to try, and maybe some nonprofits to try to work something together.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good idea, and I mean, it's really focusing on the kids.
Yeah.
So
that's really good. So we're looking at schools, and while we're looking at schools as well, infrastructure, you kind of already talked a little bit about that. Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to expound on in terms of infrastructure?
Well, I mean, you mentioned the poop house that's coming up here.
The sewer.
Yes, it's the sewer.
I was thinking that too, brother. I was thinking that too, man.
All I had is poop house in my head. I was trying to use a different.
The pooper.
I just think it's funny.
Yeah, but there's more.
Estacada has not gone to the crapper.
Right. It has gone
we're
to the
about to
crapper.
install a gigantic one though. At least it processes it. The gigantic flushing machine.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Oh yeah. By the way, one of these things, if when you make it onto council,
right.
they offer you to get the like a tour of the sewer system and the water system and some other areas. Mm-hmm. When they invite you to walk up to the giant top of it's like a big looks like a big pillar thing.
Yeah.
Walk up top.
Yeah.
I would say thank you, but I'll take your word for it because when I did, I haven't even warm pudding since.
Oh yes, I wouldn't either. No.
Warm chocolate pudding is no longer on my list.
If you look in there, it's scary.
Wow.
Yes, by the way, hi Sarah, I see you on there. Welcome, it's my sister Sarah.
Oh, hi Sarah.
So,
Sarah.
but yeah, so
Sarah. Okay. Sorry, I had to.
Are you efficiently embarrassed? Someone says, how do you see Estacada growing in population but still keeping the small town atmosphere?
Ooh.
Traffic, parking, shopping, schools, events, and etc.
Which you kind of already spoken to, but
Think that's from John
Yeah.
Peter, by the way.
but expound. John, awesome.
I think we can still keep the small town feel. I mean, just our people alone. I mean, we all, if we all just still get together and our events really pull it off. Our events, any of our events. I mean, even what you got, even what ECW throws. I mean, our little carnivals and stuff. Those are amazing, and it brings everybody together. Even if we're growing, it's still fun. You know what I mean? You still make it fun.
I remember during our conversation we were having the other day, you were talking about controlled growth as well. So therefore,
Yeah.
if the growth doesn't go too fast, allowing the culture to catch up and keep up with it.
Yeah, I think it should. I don't think they should have grown it as fast as they did. I think that really made a big, huge deal. I mean, because with everything, if you think about business too, you grow too fast, sometimes you go back down the hill.
Yes.
Yes. It's
So,
a quick jump off the other end.
Yes, you drop
Ooh.
straight off the other end. But then growth's important as well because it makes or breaks you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you don't grow too in a business or even a community, you know.
Exactly.
So you're for growth, you're for controlled growth, but I like what Broski said.
Right.
I think when people say don't Portland or Estacada, or I think when what people are most afraid of is keeping that small town, and Bro mentioned it, it's culture.
Yeah.
It's culture. So,
Yes.
but we have to define what that culture of Estacada looks like in order to speak to that culture.
I don't think we need to define it. I
Well,
think it's just
honestly,
we need to
well,
let it
we
present
have,
itself.
I mean, the culture, I mean, my mother-in-law owns the workshop, which used to be the old Pregnancy Resource Center. There's a lot of culture in there.
Yes.
Like, she's
Come on.
done painting classes out of there.
Yes.
They've done little garage sales, they've made wreaths. I mean, it's just amazing what they do out of there. And she makes earrings, they're waterproof, they're amazing. And they really are waterproof, by the way. She dropped one on the driveway, and it came back next day, and it did rain. It was just fine.
Well, it's interesting you said,
So,
you said
yeah, we
the
got a lot of
Estacada
culture.
pregnancy, keeping culture there.
Yeah,
That stayed the test of time,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
it did.
Oh, definitely. And actually, Kelly Delight says, "Hi, Rhonda. How are you? I'm voting for you. You'll be awesome."
Thanks, Kelly.
But I think a little wave.
Love you, girl.
Bombs away. It says.
away.
Hey, real quick question, guys. How are you guys liking some of the new sounds we have out there? So.
Oh, they're so awesome. Bombs away.
You know what? Actually, it kind of makes me pissed off.
Oh, really? Yeah, kind of like a pissed off patriot.
Nice.
And all the great gear you can get right on our website at backwoodsbrothers.com. If you go right to the merchandise, I think there's a link right in the link down below or possibly up above. You can actually see some of the merchandise we have, such as like shirts and bottles and everything else. Great stuff. Good chances to be able to show somebody, hey, this is what I have that says I am a pissed off patriot. And you can just display it sometimes without even saying it, you know.
Yeah.
Pictures worth 1,000 words, right?
Right? But of course, I was speaking in satire. I really do love the sounds and everything, but I had to give it an intro.
Yeah. Good segue, my man. Good
Thank you,
segue.
brother.
Speaking of segue, we already talked about one of our favorite restaurants, but do you have a favorite restaurant here in town?
Yes, I do.
Ooh. What is
I
it?
love the country.
Ooh, country.
The country.
I do. I love their liver and onions. It's very good.
Out in the country.
Wait a minute. Did you say liver and onions?
Yes.
Oh,
I do.
Yeah.
no, can I tell you something?
Not everybody likes it.
Y'all
It's
say no.
acquired taste.
Y'all say no, but that is a backwoods thing to say. I
That
like
is
the
way
liver and
backwoods.
onions. I like the liver.
Yes.
Yes. I like
Yeah,
the liver.
you know what? Chicken gizzards are fun.
Gizzards.
I do like a lot of their
Oh.
food, though. It's very good.
Yes, but
Yeah.
liver
And
onions
Linda's
are all good.
amazing. She's an amazing owner. She's so nice.
I bet she is, yes. I've got a chance to meet her a couple times, and I think we go there occasionally for their late night foods.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I go there sometimes too.
Ugh, I hate onions. No, Sarah, I do not love onions. Ugh.
But Sarah would know whether you like onions or not.
Yeah, I know. Get out. Yeah.
Rhonda, what town organization, you already kind of spoke to this a little bit, but what town organization are you a part of? And actually, where would you send people in terms of based on the need? Is there a town organization that needs something or volunteers, or how would you plug them? So
Right.
what?
You're gross, John.
Oh, so two-part question. What town organization are you a part of? And where would you funnel all the people to? Not all the people, but a lot of people.
Well, there's a couple. I mean, ECW is one of the biggest ones. I mean, they've helped with a lot of things, fences, for people that can't get it done. I mean, none of us are rolling in the dough right now. And if we, like I said, in the evacuations, I mean, they were there. I mean, without them, man, I don't think we would have made it through it. Just saying. But and then we've got our wonderful Yellow House, who's helped so many people with clothes, homeless people that really need it and can't pay for it. They've let people just come in and search the store and get whatever they needed. So there's a couple.
What about Pregnancy Resource Center? You mentioned that before. We haven't talked about that on the show at all.
They're helpful too. I mean, if you're making that type of a decision, it's a good place to go. There's a lot of resources there, for somebody that's pregnant, for sure.
Definitely. Someone says I'm an official onion lover.
I love onions.
I love onions.
No. Estacada,
unless it's on a burger.
How about the East off Estacada area support our troops and veterans?
Oh, definitely.
Yes, great one
We
there.
definitely support our veterans.
Yep.
They're amazing. Thank you for your service.
Yes.
For sure. Oh, man.
So,
And the September
does
11th
want to work.
Absolutely.
thing at the veterans. That's awesome.
They do a lot of events, don't they?
Yes,
Yeah,
they do.
yeah. Brother, you take it.
I'll say we're coming up towards the end of our show. This gives you a few minutes to kind of make your statement, like to say out for our candidate statement, or anything you'd like people to know about you we haven't talked about already.
I guess I just want everybody to know that, I love Estacada. I've only been here 18 years, but, I feel like I've been here all my life.
Only 18 years?
Only 18 years,
Okay.
but I feel like I've been here all my life.
Yeah, I think
really
we have some people that are running for mayor that have been here for 4. So 18 is pretty good. There you go.
No, that's considered an Oregonian. That's what I was told. So,
Okay.
but I still, I still got family back in Michigan, so, it's tough. But at the same time, I feel like I have a family here too. So that's what makes it worth it being here. And Estacada is that type of town. You can bring your families here and everybody gets along. I mean, just, well, there's a few that don't get along. But it is what it is, and you just gotta love this place. How can you not? There's river everywhere. There's forests all over the place. I mean, we're green.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, totally green. And yeah, the rain sucks, but guess what? It still makes Oregon green.
Yep.
It's so awesome.
I could use some rain right now. I'm so
Yeah,
tired.
Right?
Brother, can I say one more thing? And I'm going to give the floor to you.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
So Rhonda coming on the show and being a part of the show is a big deal because she's putting herself out there saying, here I am.
Yeah.
And you may find that that Rhonda resonates with you and you want to vote for her, and you may find some things that you might disagree with. What I'm going to ask you to do in a political climate that we're in is to remember that Rhonda and other people that are running for office are people.
Yes.
And they're people and they're putting themselves out there. So when they do, yes, they deserve your constructive criticism, but don't be critical. Okay?
Yeah, and it's not exactly an easy thing to sit on the council and especially to put yourself out there and run, because you're trying to present and you're just trying to do what you think is going to be best for the town that you have there. Mm-hmm. And it's not an easy position to have. So definitely it's always better to support. And I've heard, I remember when I went out, and I know of other people that have gone out, that they try to get signatures, people slam doors in their face and stuff. And it's just easy to say, hey, I'm not interested, and let them be, understanding that they're just trying to do what they think is best, trying to get there, and they want to, just like I want to, and that is to do the best we can, is to serve our community and support them in the best way we can. And you don't always make the perfect decisions, and you always do the right thing, but as long as you remember that it's about the people,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what you're there to serve as the people.
Exactly.
And that, it's not about what you want or your own decisions, it's about them.
It
You
is
keep that
about
at the
them.
forefront, you'll do great.
Oh, no, for sure. And I heard a lot of good things said when I went out on my little walk. So, it was really amazing to hear some of the things that the community had to say.
Definitely. And don't lose that touch with the community.
Definitely.
Make sure you're constantly in there getting feedback, good or bad, agree with it or not.
Right.
And just, keep your
There's
head up.
definitely always going to be that.
And a couple for everybody watching, keep in mind, pretty much every city councilor out there, I mean, with very few exceptions, across the entire, our state or our city, but across most of them are unpaid volunteers that put a lot of time in to serve, and you don't really get anything out of it. It costs you money, your time and effort and stress, and there's people out there that want to give you a hard time. So keep that in mind when you're talking to someone who's running or another counselor, is that they don't get paid for anything. They get no benefit out of it. You know, and like I said, a lot of times there's a lot of assumptions made about the person that does it, but it's you know, they're not
Did you
true.
say it makes an ass out of you and me?
Assumptions make an ass out of you and me.
Right. Never assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhonda, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate you joining, and everybody who joined online, we really appreciate you all.
Yes.
We love having you guys. You guys, without you guys there, we.
She did. I did this.
Yeah.
I did this thing. So like, we're the laughing stock of the Backwoods brothers.
Laughing stock of the computer button.
Oh,
Thank you everybody for joining us. We have a show coming up here about 15 minutes called Ranger Games. It is about veterans, 5 veterans, 4 veterans, and well, Tony may not be a veteran, but he is.
I think he's counting me as 2 people though.
He's adopted as a veteran.
Oh.
He dealt with me. He survived some hells.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
So,
guys.
I think that goes both ways. But go ahead.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you guys next week, 7 p.m. right here. We have more special guests lined up to come on.
Excited.
And stick around, and we'll see you guys here. Oh, yep.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to check out our website. Hey guys, by the way, it costs money to do this, and so I have no hesitation to ask if you love what you see and you have some spare change and you like some merchandise, then please check out the merchandise. Keeps things going. All
Great
right.
shirts, everything else. Thanks you so much, guys, and we will see you guys next time, or we'll see you here in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Thanks.